What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And one of the things that we've noticed about the new official Madden 23 gameplay is that height is going to be a major factor. Now, many of you guys that have already checked out the previous videos, you guys know we're going to be getting the game a day earlier than we were expecting with the All Madden edition. That's, you don't have to go to New Zealand. If you guys still choose to go to New Zealand, I don't know how that's going to work out, but you should be able to play Madden 23 as of August 15th, 2022. All right, guys? So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at, what I'm deciding to do to kind of give you guys a breakdown as we look to Madden 23 Ultimate Team and how we're going to put together our squad. Now, just looking at the footage, hype is like this year, hype was crazy, but it's even more crazy than ever before. Now, does that mean you're going to always catch the ball? No. It just gives you a deciding factor so that you don't always go speed over the height. For instance, Tyreek Hill, we have him in our preliminary team. We're like, yo, look, he's going to be a fast guy. He's on the Dolphins now. The Dolphins have a lot of fast players. Why not make a Dolphins theme team? That was the original thought process. Then we found out about all the elites that are available for the Niners, the Raiders, all these other teams. And then it's like, what do we do now? Where do we go with this? I don't know which route to take. All I can tell you is this. We have to figure out what makes the most sense offensively that's going to give us the best chance to win. So I'm going to let everybody that's watching this video know right now, whether you're a member or you're sub to me or whatever it is, you're going to have to put together the tallest possible team. And the reason for that is you're going to be able to win a lot more than you lose. And all I'm trying to specify is this, right? 2 wide receivers, they can be tight ends that are, 6'5" and up. And then you're going to have a tight end that's obviously a really big player as well. Now, look, let's just go ahead and break this down really quickly, right? I have Randy Moss here because, I was thinking about the Niner theme team, but I just want to make sure I point out to you guys, this is a preliminary video before everything actually happens. He's 6'4" and he's light. Now, will a 6'4" guy with the attribute of a better jump than a player that's taller with less jump matter? We don't know yet. I have to lab it. But once I lab it, I'm going to let you guys know. But Randy Moss, if we do go Niners theme team, he's going to be perfect because it's pretty much the only way you're going to be able to gain speed is through theme teams based on the information that we currently have right now. So that's just one thing I want to show because he's 6'4". Now, another perspective guy, Mike Evans. We always know, if you go back to like Madden 15, when I was mossing, Mike Evans was one of my main guys. Now, he's a 6'5" savage, and he's one of the more underrated players in MUT. He doesn't really get the respect that he deserves with all the consistency that he has and what he does for his team, regardless of who the quarterback is, and before even Tom Brady arrived as a Buccaneer. But he's perfect. 6'5", he's a big dude. It's going to work to have him as a wide receiver. All right, so I just want to make sure you guys understand it to kind of more or less assess what I'm trying to explain. The 2 outside guys have to be, I would recommend 6'5" and up. Will Randy Moss make a game, make a team probably for a little bit and then get raid sold? Maybe. But 6'5" has always been the key. 6'5" and up. Just keep that in your mind, all right? Now, the reason that I'm torn and I'm even looking at the Chargers is because this player gets a headline play. He gets a headline. One of the first promos in the game when it launched, he gets a headliner at launch. He's a 6'8" monster. This is absolute ridiculousness. This is insanity. The guy is bruh, this guy is so big, and I know a lot of people are going to use him, and that's why I'm saying I don't know if EA is going to leave the game alone this year, or they may go crazy with patches. It may be a Madden 16 thing where they do the slide into your body. There's a lot that could happen, but based on what they've said, the gameplay should be smooth, and it's going to be a lot different than anything you've seen in Madden in a long time. This guy is a must-have player at the launch of 23 Ultimate Team. Like, he's the one guy that hasn't moved. He's just staying right there. My only thing is this. Do I go Chargers? Like, do we go Chargers and just say, you know what? Let's just boost him up and just make him OP, put him on the outside. He's a wide receiver. If you leave him one-on-one, it's automatically a catch. If you guys know how to moss, you got the Gmia streak. Do you guys know how to do that or no? That's all you should be thinking about. Anything else doesn't matter. All right? This guy, it is very, very imperative that this guy's on your squad. Just leave it like that, right? Now, we jump over to the other thing with Kyle Pitts and Darren Waller. 2 6'6" monsters. Just to give you guys, an overview of what's going on. If you don't choose the players that I'm showing you, the only thing that I can do is give you insight into some of the top players that are going to otherwise do the same exact thing. Kyle Pitts is going to look, bro, in the beta, this is the guy that I use. He's unbelievable. He's a monster. Like, this is what he does. I don't know if this is for you, though. I don't know if mossing is something that turns you on like a lot of my viewers. I don't know. If that's something that you want to experiment with, this is the perfect place for you to be. Because that's what we're going to be doing. A lot of mossing, a lot of blitzing, a lot of crazy savagery is going to actively be going on. So that's one of the primary things that I really, really do believe we should pay attention to. Because if that's going to be a major part of the game, and if you have a smaller safety, a smaller corner, and you're not going big on the other side, it may heavily affect you. This could be a major problem. So these cards that I'm showing you, they can have a very, very positive impact on the way your squad plays. And that's all that I'm looking to do, is make it be a positive impact on your squad. I want it to be a situation where you're like, all right, it's third down and like 20. And this dude is giving me single high safety man-to-man. And I got Kyle Pitts on the outside. I got Parham on the outside. I got these big dudes. I got Mike Evans. Dude, he's getting dotted. That's what I'm looking to see, because that was a major part of Madden 15. So although they say that they're changing stuff and it's going to be a different game, it's pretty much the same game. It's ultimately the same exact thing. It's nothing really different. Like, it's already happened. Everything that's happening in this current Madden, based on what we've heard, has already happened in a previous Madden. So that is something that I really believe that you guys should look into. Now, the Raiders also have a high number of elites that were leaked out. So if you're gonna go Raiders again, Darren Waller is a card that I would highly recommend. This year he was a mossing monster. Last year, not so much. In 21, they nerfed him. He wasn't as good as he was in 22. So that's a major factor as well. Will he be a guy that you feel is good for your team? Remember, he played for the Ravens also. So you could add him, Mark Andrews, and just go to town. Also, Mark Andrews, 6'5", he has great run blocking. So if you start the year off doing stuff like that, you could probably put together a really nasty and disgusting scheme that makes you throw up. Like, have all tight ends and an audible to goal line. It can be really, really nasty and disgusting. But it all depends on if the gameplay plays according to what EA Sports has said. If there's any discrepancy in what they describe to us, it will be an issue going forward. And we're going to have to probably, figure out and assess what we need to do, because that, it's of high importance. We got to figure it out. But this is another player that I would definitely suggest that you look to early in Madden 23 Ultimate Team. So Josh Allen, I don't think that anybody's going to argue Josh Allen as our starting quarterback. I think he's the best quarterback in MUT to start. And for whatever reason, the legends, they dropped Brett Favre. Josh Allen might have to kick the curb. He might have to go kick rocks, bro. He might be, because they're going to make him a true gunslinger, and they've added other throwing motions, which will probably enhance what Brett Favre already is. Although Josh Allen is still going to be a strong arm in Madden 23. So we have to keep all of that in mind and continue to focus on what needs to be done, so that way we'll be all set. All right, so that's everything I have for you guys right now. Be sure to check in tomorrow. It's Madden 23 season, and we're ready to go. Let me know if you're excited for Madden 23. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.